always build more killbots.
Alice? Who the fuck is Alice?
Yes, I'm a gatekeeper and a hater. I'm also God's favorite princess and the most interesting girl in the world.
All hail and Hugeltari II, High Empress of, well, everything, ruler of all the castles, but mostly Kensington, painter extraordinaire, super duper extra nice person and artillery Tari for trench crusade.
hello everybody. I'm not reading chat. I haven't seen it, but hello everybody who's in chat. Tari, Sophie Soph, hello Sophie Soph, Queen Sophie Soph, Tobes, Purples, Skyhawk, Wolfie, Soul. How are you doing, everybody? I haven't read any of chat. I don't know what's going on. So we're just going to move forward from here, right? How's everybody doing? Did I just hear Chris say yes? I probably said yes at some point in that sentence. Yeah, how's everybody doing? How are we all? How is everybody? That's yesterday's job, which is looking pretty cool. I think she's looking pretty cool. But here's today's job. Well, actually, here's today's job. We're going to do the ASP ones. That's the goal, anyway. Chris is so late I need to lurk to start cooking my dinner. Oh. Tobes, is Tobes ever actually in stream chat? Yeah, how is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. We're going to do some... we're going to do some ASP bows and arrows today. Whether they're actually any good in game, I don't know. I'm sure somebody will excitedly tell me. Oh, I also need to do these. I also need to paint these. I also need to get those painted. Yeah, how are you doing? It's a Twee! Hello, Twee. How are you doing, Tree? What is that? Is that a shaking elephant bottom? Hey, Twee, how are you doing? How dare you? Hello, Twee. Let's get some music on. How are you? How was your stream? My sausage dog's bum. How are you doing? How was your stream and did you win? Did you win? Because I know you're in a results business. You're not in a performance business. Did you win? Did you enjoy the Champions League? Ross, but the size of an elephant. An elephant, Ross. We had an incredible stream, all with goblins. Focus. I'll focus. I'll focus. I'll concentrate. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. I will get back to what I'm doing. We need one win to be an official goblin champion. Our goblins are up to 6 wins in arena. What's arena? Yeah, Chris, entertain me. Let me entertain you. I wasn't in the room, just heard Champions League, so I assume you were talking about Forest. I don't talk about Forest at all. There's an Alan Shearer, Gary Lineker, and Micah Richards podcast, which whenever they get to the Nottingham Forest bit, I just skip to the next part as well. Like, no interest. Nothing interesting is happening at Forest at the moment. Like, meh. They made a new Blood Bowl 3 mode where it's like a NAF style with resurrection teams. Oh, so you pick your team and then you just kind of go through a tournament. Okay. And you have to get 7 wins before you lose 2. Why do I skip all the good bits? What, on those podcasts? I don't know. I listen to all the good bits. It's all really interesting. It's like a challenge run. So you're just going to win 7 times. I mean, you could do that, couldn't you, Twee? Twee? Little Twee? Little awesome Twee? Pretty sure you can win 7 times. move all this out of the way. With goblins, I've got to get these painted up at some point. So how many? So you've won 6 times. Have you lost any yet? Have you lost twice? Is that why you have to win your next game? Also, why have you quit? Why have you stopped streaming just before you need the last one? Have you seen Bubblegum Angels in Insta? Bubblegum Angels? No. You have to win 7 times before you lose twice. It's tricky. That's just unbelievable. I mean, it's not even like 1:30 in the morning, and you can like use the excuse of, "Oh, I'm really tired. I'm gonna have to get some sleep. I have to get some sleep. I'm really sorry, guys. Like, if I start this next game, I'm so tired. I'm gonna make mistakes, and we're gonna lose our run." It's not even that. It's not. You can't even use that excuse. The only excuse you've got is, "I hate chat. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna go and do something else." Bubblegum Angel, she paints her Space Marines with pastel colours. Oh, okay, cool. We need the 7th game. I know. Tree, get streaming and we'll come and raid you. We'll come and raid you now. I quit streaming because I need to walk the dog. You've quit streaming? You've quit streaming? So Tree is now a professional sausage dog walker. She's just going to walk her sausage dog all day, every day. She ended the stream just now, you git. I've seen her on TikTok, interesting basis she does. She ended stream just now, you git. What? I know, she raided me. I was telling her to get her stream back up again so that we can go and raid her and she can play the 7th game. Are you okay, Chris? You seem a bit troubled. I'm good. Let her walk the dog. She's got... Okay, what's more important? What's more important? Russ, the little sausage dog, or all the people who watch Tree stream and playing the 7th game of Goblins? It's 1 game away. It's 1 game away from immortality as a goblin coach, and you could like just turn the wick up on Andy and say, "Ha ha, we're a goblin champion." But no, we've got to walk the dog. Dog can wait an hour, he's fine. Dog can wait an hour, is fine. Also, Tree, if you've got to walk the dog, why are you still in chat? Go and walk the dog. What? I'm sorry. Russ. If the dog's more important than chat... Hello, Tree. Thank you very much for the raid. Never raiding here again. Oh, dear. I don't know. I haven't got... I'm trying to think where my little pug Trench Crusade model is. Who's that? Paul, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much for the follow. Have you come over from Tree's stream? In which case, hello. I'm not usually this mean. I'm just using Tree as an example for all streamers out there not to hate their Twitch chat. Like me personally, I love my Twitch chat. My Twitch chat are amazing. I'm always very kind to them. Tree, on the other hand, seems to just completely chat do usually win. Hi, briefly. Hey, teeny tiny.
Liar, you hate us all.
I'm a very professional streamer. I'm like at the top level of streamers. I pay my chat the utmost respect. Love them all. They're all amazing. And Tree comes in and just completely derails that and shows how not to treat your Twitch chat in terms of just ending a stream whenever you feel like it, just because you have to go and walk the dog. Chris couldn't possibly hate me. I make his birthday cake. Chris, have a shave and put your makeup on. Oh dear, that's a completely different Twitch stream. It takes me a while to get that Twitch stream up. Cauliflower, it's just cake. It's just a cake. I've accepted this. It is very, very nice cake. Very, very nice cake. It's very not spicy. It's I suppose it is spicy because they're spices, aren't they? So yeah, it's lovely. So it's nice. Might catch you later with any luck. No worries, teeny tiny. No worries, teeny tiny. Hope you are well. Got hiccups. Oh, we need to paint the most gorgeous lady in Warhammer at some point. Although she's not bad, is she? She's getting there. She's nearly done. Put jalapenos in the cake next time. Oh no! Are you having a midlife crisis? Me? No. I use a lot of mixed spice. That's it. That's it. Mixed spice. Yeah, it's lovely. Collie makes the best cakes in the world. I need more Tomb Kings. 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 I do. I need more Tomb Kings. I do. This is a pirate Tomb King. Look, pirate Tomb Kings. That's not Alarielle. What? Of course it's not Alarielle. It was Claudia. Claudia Kalida. Put my final Ahsoka in the stream. Oh, nice. Catch you all later. Bye. Chris, you have a hype train coming in. Do I? Do I have a hype train coming in? Have we had lots of people? Where's Twitch? Twitch. Create a dashboard. Stream manager. Pop out chat. There we go. Have we got a hype train? Oh, we have got a hype train incoming. Hype train incoming. We need one more person to drop in a gift sub or a bit Twitch lady shout out. Chris's midlife crisis was a decade. He's having an old age crisis. Thank you, Sophie. Sophie Soph. You got 1 minute on hype train. 1 minute to jump on the hype train. Oh, Target, you legend. Target, you legend. Malev, welcome to the crypt. Wit, English gentleman, and Jedi, welcome to the crypt. Thank you very much, Mr. Target. And there's a level 2 hype train already. Level 2 hype train already. If Chris has that old age crisis, does that mean I have a Paleolithic age crisis? Let's roast Chris. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Stay on target. We're too close. Stay on target.
Stay on target. I've got to focus. I have to paint. I've got to paint. I must paint. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 models which they need the gold or the copper patinaing. You're way younger than Chris. Purpley Spark is way younger than me. Sophie is also way younger than me. Christopher Words are tough.
Lol, Christopher Words are tough, aren't they? P.
P. Exactly. That's Twitch lady for you. P. Right, let's get some patina going on these. Patina. I once painted some patina. Whee! As requested, we are focusing. I am listening to my Twitch chat because I value my Twitch chat greatly. I always listen to them and I will always do what they suggest. Therefore I am focusing and I am painting and I am putting paint on my selected topic and subjects for today's stream, which is the Tomb King archers, which are going to take an absolute age to paint. So we're only going to paint. How many have I actually done? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. I've got 13. 14,
Read the
15,
chat, amateur tourist.
Read the chat? I'm not going to read the chat. I am focusing on my subject for today, which are the Tomb King archers, as has been pointed out by my Twitch chat, Tari2, Empress Tari2, who hasn't even had her Empress Tari2 shout out yet. That I must focus. I have to focus and stay on target and not get distracted by my Twitch chat. So I am listening to said Twitch chat and painting very, very carefully and not getting distracted by Twitch chat.
Well, your camera is not focusing for sure, so you fail winking face.
Oh.
And Tari the second had her shout out.
Oh. Oh. That smell again. I think I smell toast. She has. Has she? Has Tari had her shout out? Tari has had her shout out, has she? Right, okay. Well, we'll get back to we will focus greatly. We shall focus greatly and greatly focus. I will not get distracted. No distractions for me today. I'm going to be focused. 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 Focus on your painting, Christopher. Ignore Twitch chat because they're trying to help you focus. Do not get distracted. Hello, Twitch lady.
And a redeem has been made. So yeah, focus on the whole stream, you noob. P.
I'm focusing. What was the redeem? I am redeem stream focusing. Focusing. I am not being distracted. I'm very good. I am painting and I'm going to get my things painted so that Twitch chat can watch me paint things. I am focusing. What was the redeem? What was redeemed? Should I be quiet because somebody has redeemed to mute me? Have we got a mute redeem? I have watered down this turquoise too much and it is not settling well enough. But it's okay because I am focused. I am focused. Right, what's the redeem? Hydrate. Oh, excellent. Yes, I shall definitely redeem a hydrate. Thank you very much.
Story time redeem. Get to it.
Story time redeem? What were we going to do? What were we doing on story time redeems? What were we going to do? Was I going to read a chapter of Eisenhorn? Is that where we got to? Is that where we got to? Should I read a chapter of Eisenhorn or a page of Eisenhorn? A chapter of Eisenhorn seems to be quite a lot. Two pages of Eisenhorn. Should we do 2 pages of Eisenhorn? Dramatic readings from No No Fear. What's best to use to highlight snakebite leather? Thinking steel, legion, drab. I don't just prove that Chris doesn't pay attention. And she used a target command for target because he gifted subs. That's really clever. Okay, but can you make it focus and not be blurry? Oh no, am I not focused still? I am, I'm focused. Look, that's in focus. Boom. Right, so, story time. We haven't had story time for a while. Right, where's my Eisenhorn book? Eisenhorn. Dramatic readings from... Shall we start on chapter 1? We haven't had one for a while. How many pages is chapter 1? It's like 8 pages. Shall I just do 2 pages? Shall I do 2 pages? Tell you what. Tell you what, the first page I'll do 3 pages. I'll do 3 pages, and then the next one will carry on from there. How's that? How's that? How's that? Is that sufficiently story-timey enough? Dramatics readings for story time. Do I need to turn the music off, or is the music okay as background? What? I was waiting for a response. 3 pages, all right for a. So shall we start on chapter 1? And do we do 3? It's fine. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read. Hunting the recidivist, Myrddin Iceland. No, I'm not gonna read it like that. That reminds me, I'm gonna have to get started on the next chapter of the Quest of Dane. So this is Eisenhorn Xenos, which is the first Eisenhorn book, which is really, really cool. Just read the damn book. Just read the damn book, Christopher. God, sorry. Hunting the recidivist, Myrddin Iceland, I came to Hubris in the dormant of 240 M41, as the Imperial sidereal calendar has it. Dormant lasted 11 months of Hubris's 29-month lunar year, and the only signs of life were the custodians of the lighting poles and the heat gowns patrolling the precincts of the hibernation tombs. Within those sulking basalt and ceramite vaults, the grandees of Hubris slept, dreaming in crypts. Oh, crypts. Dreaming in crypts of aching ice, awaiting thaw, the middle season between dormant and vital. Even the air was frigid. Frost encrusted the tombs, and a thick cake of ice covered the featureless land. Above, star patterns twinkled in the curious permanent night. One of them was Hubris's sun, so far away now. Come thaw, Hubris would spin into a warm embrace of its star again. Then it would become a blazing globe. Now it was just a fuzz of light. That good old fuzz. As my gun cutter set down on the landing cross at Tomb Point, I had pulled out on an internally heated body skin and swathes of sturdy, insulated, foul-weather gear, but still the perilous cold cut through me now. My eyes watered, and the tears froze on my lashes and cheeks. I remembered the details of the cultural brief my savant had prepared, and quickly lowered my frost visor, trembling as warm air began to circulate around the plastic mask. Custodians, alerted to my arrival by astropathic hails, stood waiting for me at the base of their landing cross. Their lighted poles dipped in obsidians in the frozen light, and the air steamed with the heat that bled from their cloaks. I nodded to them, showing their leader my badge of office. An ice car waited, a rust-coloured arrowhead 20 metres long, mounted on ski-blade runners and spiked tracks. Carried me away from the landing cross, and I left the winking signal lights and the serrated dagger shape of my gun cutter behind in the perpetual winter night. The spiked tracks kicked up blizzards of rime behind us. Ahead, despite the lamps, the landscape was black and impenetrable. I rode with Laurus Vibben and the 3 custodians in a cabin lit only by the amber glow of the craft's control panel. Heating vents recessed in the leather seats breathed out warm, stale air. A custodian handed back a data slate to Vibben. She looked at it curiously and passed it on to me. I released my frost visor, was still down. I raised it and began searching my pockets for my eyeglasses. With a smile, Vibben produced them from within her own swaddled, insulated garb. I nodded thanks, put them on my nose, and began to read. I was just called up the last pace of text when the ice car halted. Processional 212, announced one of the custodians. We dismounted, sliding our visors down into place. Jewels of frost flakes fluttered in the blackness about us, sparkling as they crossed through the ice car's lamp beams. I've heard of bitter cold. Emperor grace me, I never feel it again. Biting, crippling, actually bitter to taste on the tongue. Every joint in my frame protested and creaked. My hands and my mind were numb. That was not good. Processional 212 was a hibernation tomb at the west end of the Great Imperial Avenue. It housed 12,142 members of the hubris ruling elite. We approached the great monument, crunching up on the black frost-coated steps. I halted. Where are the tomb's custodians? Making their rounds, I was told. I glanced at Vibben and shook my head. She slid her hand into her fur-edged robes. Knowing we approach, I urged, addressing the custodian again. Knowing we expect to meet them, I will check, said the custodian, and the one who had circulated the state. He pushed up the steps and phosphor light on his pole bobbing. The other two seemed ill at ease. I beckoned to Vibben, so she would follow me up after the leader. We found him on a lower terrace, gazing at the strewn bodies of 4 custodians, their light poles fizzling out. How? He stammered. Stay back, Vibben told him and drew her weapon. Its tiny amber armed rune glowed in the darkness. I took out my blade, igniting it. It hummed. The south entry of the tombs was open. Shafts of golden light shone out. All my fears were rapidly being confirmed. We entered, Vibben sweeping the place from side to side with her handgun. The hall was narrow and high, lit by the chemical glow globes. Intruding frost was beginning to mark the polished basalt walls. A few metres inside, another custodian lay dead in a stiffening mirror of blood, admitting us to the hibernation stacks. In every direction, rows and rows of ice berths ranged down the smooth basalt chambers. It was like walking into the Imperium's grandest morgue. Vibben swept soundlessly to the right, and I went to the left. I admit I was excited by now, eager to close and conclude a business that had lasted 6 years. Iclone had evaded me for 6 whole years. I studied his methods every day and dreamed of him every night. Now I could smell him. I raised my visor. Water was pattering from the roof. Thaw water. It was growing warmer in here. In their ice berths, some of the dim figures were stirring. Too early. Far too early. Iclone's first man came at me from the west as I crossed a trunk-junctioned corridor. I spun, the power sword in my hand, and cut through his neck before his ice axe could land. The second came from the south, the third from the east, and then more. More. There we go, we're going to stop there. Maybe I'll carry on the next page. I kind of want to know what happens on the next page. Fish, hey, how are you doing, Avian? Thank you very much for the raid, Hut. How are you doing? You should risk Toby Longworth for tips. His reading of the Eisenhorn series on Audible is brilliant. I wasn't a fan of the narration for this. Is Gav still writing? I've not got any of his latest books. He is, yes. He is indeed. He wrote some of the last stories of the book. Doing okay, excellent. Chris is in the middle of story time. He'll be done in a minute. Yes, I'm kind of tempted to read the last page. So the second came from the south, the third from the east, and then more. A blur. As I fought, I heard furious shouting from the vaults away to my right. Vibben was in trouble. I could hear over the vox link in our hoods, Eisenhorn! Eisenhorn! I wheeled and cut. My opponents were all dressed in heat gowns and carried ice tools that were made proficient weapons. Their eyes were dark and forthcoming. Though they were fast, there was something in them that suggested they were doing this mindlessly by order. The power sword, an antique and graceful weapon blessed by the Provost of Inks himself, spun in my hand. With 5 abrupt moves, I made corpses out of them and left their blood vapour drifting in the air. Eisenhorn! I turned and ran. I splashed heavily down a corridor, sluiced with meltwater. More shots from ahead. A sucking cry. I found Vibben face down across a freezer tube, frozen blood gluing out of her sub-zero plastic. 8 of Iclone's servants lay sprawling around her. Her weapon lay out of reach of her clawed hand, the spent cell ejected from the grip. I am 42 standard years old, in my prime by Imperial standards, young by those of the Inquisition. All my life I have had a reputation of being cold, unfeeling. Some have called me heartless, ruthless, even cruel. I am not. I am not beyond emotional response or compassion, but I possess, and my masters count this as perhaps my paramount virtue, a singular force of will. Throughout my career, it has served me well to draw on this facility and steel myself, unflinching, at all this that wretched galaxy can throw at me. To feel pain or fear or grief is to allow myself a luxury I cannot afford. Lors Vibben had served me for 5.5 years. Boom! Brill! There we go. Right, so we will carry on with that at some point, I am sure. I need a... have I got a... I thought I had a bookmark in here, because I am halfway through it. We'll use that. There we go. Stick that in. There we go. How do you stay motivated to paint as much? I struggle to be consistent and tend to burn out. I just enjoy painting. So, like, motivated. I do tend to kind of flip between projects a lot. But motivated is as motivated as you want to be. You just make yourself paint. If it's a hobby and you're not enjoying painting, then it's not a hobby that you're enjoying it, so you just put it down for a bit. I prefer Roger Red Hat series of books. First book of the Eisenhorn trilogy. Which fan base are we upsetting today? I don't know, actually. Which fan base are we upsetting today? Which fan base are we upsetting today? Which fan base are we upsetting today? Right. So yeah, how is everybody's... let me move this over there again. There we go. Eisenhorn. Yeah, they're totally long. I can't get on with audiobooks. Just completely fell out with audiobooks. We're back. Just got something to do. Thanks, Purple. Hey, Purple. Hey, Avian. How are you doing? How was Hut's stream? Thank you for the raid. It's appreciated. What's that there? Is that a bit I've missed? Yeah, that will do. Making progress, trying to get back into streaming. How goes the Kings of the Tomb? Amazing. Yeah, really good. We did some. We're doing Tomb King Tuesday every week now, and then I got so excited by Tomb King Tuesday, I thought I'd do Tomb King Thursday as well. So I've done. We're painting. We're currently painting 24 Shabti. So we've got 24 Shabti that I'm trying to get done for, so that I can attend an event at Rob's TSN arena, the Honest Wargamer arena. So we're going to put all this on here, and then we're going to go and have a look in Discord. At the Potato Picks, because hopefully, is Potato still watching? Or is Potato gone? And I watched the Squid Game 2, the first half of Squid Game 2, just to see how that all unravels. Tato can't go. Tato has to stay. You're also working on Tomb King's nice one, Rod. Well, I have an affinity with Tomb Kings, so they're a bit special to me. So we are doing our best to paint them up. And do them justice. Chris is also ancient and dry. Not that kind of affinity. Not that kind of affinity. There we go. So that's, I think that's all of them. There's a gold band there that we've missed. Any more gold bands that we've missed? Yep, there's one there. Look. That's all of them. Certainly looks like it. Question is, do we need some have the darker patina on some of the areas as well? Don't know. Wondering if they will update the Secuturi. What do you think about what are that? What are this? Oh, the oh right, yes, I know what you mean. For Horus Heresy. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Sure. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they probably will at some point. When I've no idea. Like they're a kit that needs an update, so it would make sense. I'm sure they're already sculpted. They're just being prepped to release at some point. I can't see how they wouldn't. There we go. Tato is sleeping on my bed. No! Tato comes back. Working on sculpting my second mini. Nice! Congrats, man. Congrats. Very, very cool. Oh dear. Mountain goat. Other modelism actions. What other modelism actions? Like playing tournaments. I've got tournament trophies up here. Yeah, I play as well. Right, let's get rid of those. We need to we need to paint the snake at some point. We also need that colour. We need that colour yellow. He also twist. Yeah, I also twist torsos. Denion, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I was top 3 Necron player in the ITC a few years ago in the UK. There we go. Right. See if we can get this. Needs a bit more yellow in it, doesn't it? Should not have mixed this here because I'm right next to the turquoise. Just gonna mess it up. Right. That's a better colour. So halfway between nice yellow. Khemri Painting, ask for follow. I can go one better than that, dude. I can go one better than that if you want. Which one is it? I need to name these. That's the first Tomb King army book from, I don't know what it was actually. Was it 5th edition? They're my models in it. So I was working at head office when the Tomb Kings came out, and I had a Tomb King army that I was just converting out of ravening hordes. And then also, is it that one? I think it's that one. Yeah. That's my Bone Giants in the Citadel Journal. So yeah, I've got a long history with Tomb Kings. I absolutely love them. Drop me a follow on YouTube. I've got a bit of a series of videos on the Tomb Kings on there if you want to go and watch that, with a bit more of a detailed history if you like, rather than going into it on here and boring everybody. So we're trying to do my old Tomb Kings justice and improve upon them in this new old world. First Khemri book was 7th edition. Was it 7th? Feels like it was 5th. Are you sure it was 7th? I know there were 2 books. Anyway, whatever. Sorry, they have a soft spot in my heart. Is that damn Titanicus book which described them like Germanic tribes? You thought it was 6th? Yeah, I can't. It was 2002. I want to say 2002. So. 6th seems about right, actually. But thank you for the follow. We were painting Ushabti. I've got 18 Ushabti that I'm trying to get into a list ready to take to an event, because I want to go to an event at some point this year. Loving the snake on the rocks reminds me of Conan. Thank you very much. It's a unit filler for the Asp Arrow Bowman. So you'll see it's got 3. So I can do a unit of a front rank of 5, then a back rank of 5 with this as the unit filler. I need to fill in that gap a little bit and just make it a bit better. And then we're going to have poison dripping out of the asp, and then a collection of poison in there, and then some arrows which are leaning up against it, so that to represent the poisoned asp arrows. I'm trying to match the rock colour there, because you paint. I give that a wash to bring out the colour, so I'm just trying to match that rock colour. That is Fimu and Milliput. Thanks, Henster. Yeah, Ravening Hordes is where it all started for me. Started converting them all from there. So it was 6th. See, always believe Hendy when he says things. Yeah, my Ravening Hordes is up there actually somewhere. A Ravening Hordes book. Meeting, no. What's the use of a filler? Do they have rules? No, they're just literally they just fill the spaces in the units. So if you have a unit of 20, so for instance, my Tomb Guard, when I get my Tomb Guard, you can have a unit of 20 Tomb Guard, so you have them front rank of 5 and then 4 ranks deep, so there's your front rank of Tomb Guard. And then what I've done for my Tomb Guard is I've made an Ushabti unit filler for them. So that's an Ushabti unit filler, and that goes there, and then you rank up the rest of the Tomb Guard around it, but that takes up 6, so it makes the unit 6 bigger, and you then don't have to paint 6 more Tomb Guard, so it just fills the unit out. So it's a cheeky way of adding a bit of character to your units, and B, filling your unit out a little bit. And then this one as well, of course, you could use that one in a massive unit of 7 wide skeleton warriors if you wanted, so you don't have to paint the skeleton warrior. So you don't have to paint as many skeleton warriors. So a box of 20 Tomb Guard with that basically turns it into, with a couple of conversions and characters in there, turns it into a unit of 30 Tomb Guard. So 20 plus 6 is 26, plus standard champion and musician if you wanted to convert those, that's 29, and then you put a Tomb King in there, it's a big unit of 30. So that's all it's for. And then for skirmishers as well, I was going to do unit fillers for skirmishers, just kind of like characterful things. So like Way Watchers can have like one base in a unit of Way Watchers could have like vines, like creeping vines on it, and then it makes that unit look cooler as well. That sort of thing. When did this idea come about? Well, actually, it was Pete the Wargamer did an article on the on Warhammer community, and was like, "Hey, by the way, have you ever thought about using unit fillers?" So less models to paint, nice idea. Yeah, it's really good. People glommed onto it. I would imagine. I mean, it's Kings of War probably had that sort of idea behind it. Kings of War, you created a. Hendy will correct me if I'm wrong here. From what I remember of Kings of War, you had a base of a certain size, and then you decorated that base with whatever the unit was, and then you kept a track of how many wounds that unit block had taken, and then once it had taken all its wounds, you took the whole block off. So it's kind of like that, in that this block is just representative of this, and like the only important part of the block is the front rank and also how many ranks it's got, but the front rank is the important bit, and then whatever you do behind it is just kind of filling space. So the unit fillers make sense. And like I've done a unit filler, so that's for the skeletons. That's a unit filler, work in progress for the skeletons. I hate this curve. I'm gonna have to try and bend that and get it back. But that's a unit filler for the skeletons, so I can have like a sand skull, or a skull coming out of the sand, and then some skeletons rising out of the sand as well, so that can fill out that unit as well. And then I'm doing the same for the it's really good for units of 20, because if you have a unit of 20, you can put a unit filler of 6 in it and bump it up to a unit of 30 really easily. So because the boxes always come in a unit of 20, you can bump pretty much any unit up to a unit of 30 really easily with just like a 6-person unit filler. So I've done the same for my Dark Elves as well. I've got another one of these Screaming Skulls to put on a Dark Elf one. I'm going to have like a big smoky like black death, purple death thing. I can't remember what the spell was called now. So you're doing Benny and Imhotep, sorry. Imhotep and Benny and Imhotep. Do you just put a wound counter on the filler? No, you don't need to. You don't need to because you have the filler sits in a unit like this. So the filler sits in a unit like that. Let's get it on screen. So as you start taking wounds, the wounds come off the back. And then once you get to the unit filler, if you've taken 4 wounds of the unit filler, you take the unit filler out and you put two wounds, because that's representing 6. You put 2 models back on, and there's you. So that's all it is. So you have to be like responsible about it. You can't just have a front rank and then all unit filler. So you have to be able to have some models ready to kind of take their place. So if I've lost, hang on, and then a back rank, 2. There we go. So there's a full unit of 20. So if I lose 7 from that, I can drop the back rank. I can drop those 2 if I want to, and that will be 7. And if I lose any more, I can drop that out and then replace it with suitable ones. So, and it just like it. I just think it makes it look cool as well. Like that a unit with that in the middle of it. I'm gonna put like a couple of skeletons standing up here as well, like almost like they're coming out of the smoke. Yeah, once the rank has been killed, I just remove the filler. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Kit Bash Dream. Kit Bash Dream. So Hendy's done one for his Beastman. So he's got like a big Beastman symbol in the middle of his Beastman. I think he's done some for his Empire or his Bretonnians at least. Herdstones, that's the one I was thinking about. Now you know what you need, Chris. You need a river for a regiment filler. A river! And they help bulk out big units. Yeah, the bulking out the big units is the good one. And it's the same with it, so that's what this is. If I just remove that for a second. This is 3 wide for a reason. That's a unit filler for a unit of 10 archers. And actually you can go even further than that. Because I've got Khalida, who I'm counting as my archer champion. Because they haven't written any fucking rules for my favourite Tomb King character. So I've only had to convert and paint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 archer models. Yeah, ogres in human units is fantastic. Same principle as the Ushabti and the Tomb Guard. I really need to get my Tomb Guard box actually, because I really want to see those in a unit of Tomb Guard. I don't know how to equip my Tomb Guard. Don't know whether to give them spears or shields. I think I give them shields. Scarabs, Plague People, Bernie, and an emote. It looks like you're on the wrong side of the river. Hey, Benny! And then also, if I get the Tomb Guard and I give them swords and shields, I can give the rest of my skeleton warriors the spears. Because I've started doing all my skeleton warriors are like this, look. So they all look a bit more Tomb Kingy. Being on the side of the Tomb Guard is definitely the wrong side of the river. Sick film. Looks like we got all the horses. Hey Benny, looks like you're on the wrong side of the river. Yeah, I definitely want to see your ogres in human units, Hendy. That would look really, really cool. Because you could almost like, I can imagine like 2 ogres on a base. I can imagine 2 ogres on a base and then a human just like squashed between them. I just think it would look really cool. And then I've also done, and I don't know where it is, I've also done a rock with a leech priest standing on the top of it with a flag, so that can go inside a unit of skeletons as well. Yeah, I've done loads of them. Who else hates the Tom Cruise remake? I mean, obviously, it's a bit shit because it was a flop and a failure, and it was the attempted start of the monster universe, and it failed. But she's good in it. The tomb lady. Right. Anyway, let's get back to painting. American Primeval on Netflix. I shall watch American Primeval. I always take Stu's recommendations seriously. I've just started painting again. I needed to snap out. So yeah, I am trying really hard to get the. In fact, what I should probably do is just paint Tomb Kings for a good while on stream and get all this army done, because it should look really cool. I've still not really written an army list. I've thrown a few together, but I've not like properly written one with ideas and stuff. Ideas and synergies. And the game that I played was just, I'll just bring these units. I'll just bring these models. Yeah, I need to order a box of Tomb Guard. Yeah. The last Mummy movie was the one with Brendan Fraser in it. There is no other Mummy movie. That Mummy movie was the curse of Marvel, or the influence of the Marvel universe. Everybody trying to get universes going. And they thought, oh, I know, we'll restart ours and we'll use Tom Cruise like that. What could go wrong? Well, actually, he didn't have a story. And I want to do... I am tempted to kind of 3D print an old world army. But I can't find any cool Minotaurs. I want to do Minotaurs and Dragon Ogres as a Beastman army. But I can't find any cool Minotaur 3D prints. They're all cartoony and proportions are all a bit shit. So at some point I'll have a proper dig around and see if I can find any cool ones, but I'm trying to find a really good ones, because the Games Workshop ones are just a little bit like not great. So I was hoping, but things like Minotaurs and stuff are really difficult. I find anyway, they're really difficult to find on like My Mini Factory, because they're always in like Patreon sets named something like appropriate but weird and difficult to know what to search for, and they've never got like a keyword Minotaur, so if you search for Minotaur they never show up. Yeah, just really tricky to find. So if anybody knows of any really cool Minotaur and Dragon Ogres, like searching Dragon Ogres, you just don't get anything that's interesting. If anybody knows of any cool Minotaur 3D prints, then let me know. And that Khorne Bloodthirster and Demons stuff that we were talking about the other day as well, that looked really cool. But, yeah, I really like Old World. I like the vibe the armies have. Proper. I know it sounds silly, but a proper kind of old school feel about how you construct your armies, and I like it. Oh yeah, good story can definitely fix. Yeah. What's the best story? Well, the best example of a really good story that fixed a shocking film. I'm sure there's loads of them. But well, then it wouldn't be a shocking film if it had good story. But you know what I mean. So, Hendy, how are your Chaos Dwarfs coming on? Because Hendy's currently painting an army of Chaos Dwarfs. And we've not had any updates for a while. So hopefully that's going well. It's really awkward having the microphone there. But you do say it helps, so I've just got to be aware when I'm moving my brush around. Oh, not there, there. Chronicle, there we go, Chronicle. Sophie's just kind of mentioned like low budget stuff. Chronicle had a fantastic story. Monsters had a really cool story, yeah. Find the low budget stuff. I mean, hell, Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. Chronicle was so good. I need to watch Chronicle again. We should probably, I will do a movie night with Chronicle, because Chronicle's fab, and more people need to have watched it. There's one called The Endless that I always try to recommend. The Endless, and we'll stick that on the list as well then. Maybe we can do a month of like low budget stuff. Speaking of low budget stuff, tonight's movie is Gladiator 2. So tune in for tonight's movie night. Sanctuary, not heard of it. I'm really enjoying Silo. Silo's really good. That's been good fun. So, Tomb Kings, just while things dry. I'm really glad I picked up the dice, actually. I'm really glad I picked up the dice. I need to make sure I get the Wood Elf ones when the Wood Elf dice drop. What are we looking at here? Oh, I need to print my Bone Giant. I need to print... That's a good plan, actually. Tonight, I need to get my Bone Giant all the supports sorted on my Bone Giant. I've got a Necro Sphinx I need to finish. Tomb Guard, 52 quid. Definitely looking forward to Highlander. The TV series was okay. The first film was brilliant. The second, third, fourth, fifth films, not so much. £53 each. Yeah, it's £52.50 for a whole box. But it is a box of 20. It is a box of 20. I just want to see the man naked from the waist up. Yeah, it is a box of 20. So it always seems quite a lot, but it is for a box of 20. Whereas AOS is like £36 for... Well, it's some of the AOS stuff is insane. It's like 30 quid for 3. yeah, these are gorgeous, aren't they? They're so cool. They're so cool. How many heads do you get actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. So you get 7 heads. 7 heads per 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 2 spare heads per 5. So across 20, you've got 8 spare heads, which is really good. So I can add those heads into my skeleton warriors as well, which is great. I could probably add some of those into my archers. I've got 1 archer here, which is ready to go without a head, so I can add one of those heads onto that. $51 for 5 aspect warriors. $103. Oh, sorry, euros. 103 euros for 10 plastic models. It's nuts, isn't it? Gotta go mate in delivery. Usually when they say 50 minutes, it only takes an hour. No worries, Target. I'll catch you in a bit. Yeah, Tomb King. So yeah, I've got the dice. I have got that guy. I've got that guy. I don't have Cetra. I've got that guy. I've got 6 of these. I've got him. I haven't got a Tomb Scorpion yet. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with my Tomb Scorpion. I've got 1 catapult. I've got a Casket of Souls. Have I got this guy? Don't think I've got that guy yet. I've got 18 of Shabti. I've got the Tomb Swarms. I don't have the Prince. I haven't got a Necrotect. I'll convert one. I've got this guy because that guy's my Pharaoh. Haven't got the Carrion yet. I've got a 3D print for the Bone Giant because I don't like that Bone Giant. Love you, Colin Dixon, but I don't like the Bone Giant. I need the Tomb Guard, and then I need the Stalkers and the Knights because they're cool. I don't want a War Sphinx, but I do want a Necro Sphinx. I've got 2 Bone Dragons, got loads of Warriors. I've got the horses, but I need to 3D print the rest of the horses. And I've got 3 chariots all done. I'm not watching the next season of Witcher because he's not in it. Oh really? Cut it in half. I will 100% have it coming out of the ground. I will totally have it coming out on the ground. Yes, please, One Stop. 100%. Don't you have a Necro Sphinx? Yeah, I've got a... where is it? I've got a Necro Sphinx. I don't have a War Sphinx because I built it as a Necro Sphinx. Definitely, Stu. Let me know what you find. Any Tomb King stuff, let me know. Any... I don't want to be, like, complicated. Just any Tomb King stuff. Let's go that way. Because I could list off a load of stuff, and I don't want to do that. Don't want to make you... I'm not sure whether... Because I've got... we're having Burns night at my mum's on Saturday, so I don't know whether I'll be able to get... I'll send pictures if I see anything. Thanks, man. It's yeah, it's basically Tomb Kings or elves. Any elves for Old World or any elves for AOS, and Tomb Kings. Super cool. They're really cool. They're really cool. I really like the way mine are looking. Right, let's get back to painting. Cheers, Stu. What are you hoping to pick up? You gonna pick up some more Slaanesh stuff, or Have they been nerfed to oblivion yet? I don't think they have actually, have they? Won't mind some old world dwarfs. I need to get that demon smith, the chaos dwarf demon smith from my mate. So, because I want to paint that up. Because chaos dwarfs are bizarrely cool. So then hopefully that sort of matches that before it gets its wash, and then we can wash that and wash this, and we should get the same sort of colour. Here's my plan. Yeah, what you hoping for? Just gonna browse. Nice. Are you going to put some water in the shrine thing? No. This is a unit filler for my Asp Arrow Bowman, led by High Queen, the greatest of all, Khalida. And in the old Warhammer Fantasy, she had firstly she was in the game. She's not in the bloody old world, annoyingly. But she had a rule where you could give poisoned arrows to your bowmen. Now they have a special rule in old world which means they always hit on a 5. But there's no, I don't think there is anyway. There's no poison rule. So anyway, what I'm going to do, it's going to be filled with green poison, and then there's going to be a tiny drip. I'm going to put a tiny drip of poison out of the fang of the snake and put a little pool of poison down here, and then it's going to have some arrows leaning up against it with poison tipped arrows on it. So we're just being very lazy at the moment. This is just trying to match. Just trying to match the colour of this with the rocks that I sculpted, because the rocks that I've sculpted are from Fimu and Milliput, so they have they look this colour and then they just get a wash. So I can show you what they look like finished. So that's what they look like to start with. So that's Fimu and Milliput, so you get that little variation in colour. And then that's what they look like when they've had a wash. So hopefully that colour then, once it's had the wash, will kind of look the same. These skeletons are milking snakes for poisons. They are indeed. Could pop some bubbling blood in the shrine dish. Yeah, it's going to have poison in it. It's going to have poison in it. But I will put a bubble. I will put a bubble of poison in there, Sophie. Good plan. Good plan, Sophie Soph. So we just need to do the copper. And we also need to decide what colour the snake is going to be. I think black and red. Or black, grey and red, maybe. I think black, grey and red. I think red is probably the correct answer for the snake, isn't it? At least red. I don't even know if these make it into a list. I think if you take archers in a Tomb King list, it's maybe the skeleton horse archers. I'll need to get some more asp arrows to make some skeleton horse archers. Do it the Cobra colour scheme. Well, it's not a cobra, that's the thing. I think I'll do it red with black stripes, black chevrons. Red with black chevrons sounds like a good idea. Are we debating if your Tomb Kings are running any archers at all? Yeah, kind of. I mean, I say whether they're running any archers at all. It's like I've got thousands of points of them, so I'll have them painted. I mean, I will obviously run a list of them at some point as well, because I'm strange and I just run lists that I like and they look cool. But I don't know whether, because the list I want to take to Rob's event at some point this year is going to have 24 Ushabti in it, and 6 of those Ushabti have the great bows. So 6 of them are Ushabti with great bows. But if I do an infantry skeleton horde, then they will have archers in it as well. So they'll definitely make it the infantry list. What is this timeline we are in? What is this timeline we are in? Wait, what? I'm trying to think whether I had archers, skeleton bowmen in my old Tomb Kings list. I don't think I did, you know. I think my old Tomb Kings list was chariots, tomb guard. No, there wasn't. It was chariots, tomb guard, 2 skeleton warrior units, a couple of tomb scorpions, a bone giant, a screaming skull catapult, and occasionally some Ushabti. Oh, and a casket of souls, because yeah, I don't think archers ever got in my list back then. Which is interesting. Yeah, definitely red. This looks cool. Yo, Skyhawk, how you doing? You got the Casket of Souls resin model. Nice. Was my Casket of Souls in the... No, it wasn't. No, it was the Tomb King that was in the back. I thought this picture had my Casket of Souls in the back. It didn't. and that one hasn't. That one's just the Tomb Guard, the Scorpion. And you can all take the piss out of me for this. An unfinished bone giant, because you can see the headdress hasn't had the highlights done on it. So unfinished bone giant got in the picture. Yeah. The back of that model was still painted though. Just the headdress that wasn't. Back of the model was painted. I assume the back was grey. No, the back was... Why grey? Although back then I did prime with white. I learnt my lesson though. I now prime with black. But that will have been primed with white and then given a wash of thinned down snakebite leather, back when snakebite leather was a paint, not a contrast paint. And then highlighted with snakebite leather and white mixed. And then the red was ultimately the red was too dark on that picture. Wasn't great. Who paints the back? No one looks at them. Well, spoilers, but I'm going to have to paint the back of a model soon. Because we're doing a raffle next week. Raffle is next week, everybody, so make sure you tune in to grab a ticket. Tune in, grab a ticket. Next week, raffle starts. And I will be painting the back of said model live on stream. You'll have to tune in next week to find out what the model is. What's in the raffle? Can't tell you. Can't tell you, Sophie Soph. You'll have to wait and see for next week. And grab a ticket. Grab a ticket next week. Yeah, I've got PayPal waiting anyway. Stu, so anything that pops up. Definitely not a new Eldar character. What's not a new Eldar character? The raffle? How would the raffle be the new Eldar character? They're not out yet. Well, they said it's definitely not Eldar. Who said it's definitely not Eldar? Exactly. Maybe it's an Eldari waffle. Maybe it is an Eldari waffle, but the Eldari waffle isn't out yet either. The Razzle is the worst. The Razzle the worst acting. I'm not acting. Why would I have the Eldar aren't out yet? Couldn't possibly do a raffle for the new Eldar. If I did do a raffle for the new Eldar, which Eldar would you like me to raffle off? Fugan, because whenever you aren't sent a preview copy of something, you moan about it, and when you do, when you do get it, you do this bad acting. I do bad acting when I get a preview copy, do I? It's not bad acting, it's covering my ass. Bad acting. I'm a brilliant actor. I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, anyway, you'll have to tune in next week to see what the raffle is. Raffle will open on Monday. I do still want to do the Bretonnian lady as well. Elise Duchard. Still want to do a raffle for her. Fugan, Spider-Woman or a human? Was hoping it was a waffle giveaway. No, I can't give waffles away because they would just like they wouldn't do very well in transport. Like if I gave away a waffle and then sent it to you, Spike, it would be stale by the time it got to you. So Fugan, Spider-Woman or Azurman, I will see what I can do. Tobes, I will see what I can do. The Blue Sonic Curry. What? Anyway, yes, you'll just have to wait and see. Right. I think the red looks good, actually. I think the red looks good. This all needs a glaze. I need to fill these bits in here. In fact, we can probably do that with some sprue goo now. Shall we rub that? Shall we rub that down? See if we can. Hey Geese, how you doing? Okay. But gotta do some chores. Nice. Feeling up for a storytime redemption? I'm going to do the next few pages of Eisenhorn. Okay, so fill those, then we can just sand those flat once it's dry, and then we should have a nice straight thing. There we go. Do you like the blue? We need to get some blue on some of the other models. It's that turquoise. Is that just glue? Yes, yeah, it's just sprue goo. So I bought a pot of the Tamiya extra thin, so I could make some sprue goo, which is what that is, and then I filled filled this with Mech Pack. So this is Mech Pack, and that's Sprue Goo. It's taken over from plastic putty, to be honest. The plastic putty that I really liked before. It just shrinks. So it takes, like, you put a little bit on, and then it shrinks, and then you put another bit on, and then it shrinks. And it's not as sandable, so it's not as strong. So when you're sanding it, occasionally it will tear away rather than, particularly when you're trying to do like really thin layers, it tends to tear away rather than sand. So it's not quite as good. So I've started just using Sprue Goo a bit more. And he found out recently the brush head in the Tamiya glue pulls out, so it reaches the bottom. Yeah. You were shaking the bottle. Sprue Goo is absolute goat. Yeah, it's not bad. I've got absolutely tons. I've got tons of Mech Packs, so if this ever runs short, I'll just fill it back up again. So. Yeah, if I mean, it pretty much reaches the bottom anyway. But yeah, I know what you mean. Hi from the car park in the middle of the... Hey, Mannerings, how you doing? How's teeny Tina? We're painting more Tomb Kings today, to be honest, dude. Because I'm just on the hype train. They're just too cool, dude. They're just too cool. Never heard of Mech Pack. Yeah, so if you do !Mech Pack, if you're in the UK, you can get it. I don't think they ship to the EU, but it's. I rave about it all the time. It's the best glue. It's the best glue you will ever use. And it's really useful to put in a Tamiya extra thin bottle as well, because then you can use you can use their brush, which is really, really good. Basically, yeah, it's fucking amazing. Oh, is it not Mech Pack? Is it /glue? Is it /glue? Anyway, let me find it. Slater's. Oh, fuck's sake. Slater's. I thought I had a command for it actually. Oh, there it is. Yeah, /glue. There you go. Thanks, Target. Yeah, that's the glue. It's phenomenal. My popper used it for years. It's model railway glue. My popper used it for years, and the first model aircraft I ever put together when I was 6, he gave me a bottle of it, and I've never used anything else. Well, I say I've never used anything else. I've used lots of other glue, and that's the best. Humbrol plastic cement in the tube, the squeezy tube. I mean, I've got this stuff as well. I have this stuff as well. Occasionally I use this, but Mech Pack just fills gaps so well, and then you can do. Then you can Sprue Goo it when you need to as well. In the tube, yeah. In the tube, and then when you touch the tube, it just goes bleh. Lots of premature squeezing would go on. Use the Rebel stuff for bigger minis since it gives you more time to work with it. Yeah, the Mech Pack does tend to evaporate quite quickly, but the Mech Pack's so thin you can hold things together and just run it down the seam, which I like. And then also when you run it down the seam, you can let it set for a second and then squeeze it, and you will get a bit of squeeze out. And then when that's dried, that's basically what Sprue Goo is. When that's dried, you can then sand the joint in. Tamiyo Extra Thin is my top pick. Nice. Well, the mech pack is even better, in my opinion. Welcome back. Welcome back, Purples. Look what we're doing, Purples. We've painted him red, Purples. We're gonna give him. I'm gonna give him black chevrons. Gonna give him black chevrons. Although I do need to sort something out about the seam line between the red and the sand. So that's when the Revel comes out. That's true, yeah. Right, so that means, yeah, I like how I've done her gold, but we do need to, do we need to do her trim copper? It's a good question, that. That is a good question. Because we've done her Necro Gold. God, she's so cool, isn't she? Weldon, yeah. So the Weldon is kind of like a mini. It's a mini version of this. It's not quite got the percentage of this one, but it's not bad. It's good. Plastic weld. Super glue. I get this from Amazon. Industrial grade super glue. Because it's dirt cheap. Right, so. What we should do is maybe actually what we should do is highlight these. So when they get washed, they don't get too dark. Maybe actually what we should do because we do need all the rocks to look the same across our desert bases. Yeah, I always use activator on my super glue. Can't be bothered to wait. Just speeds everything up. And there's those occasions that we all know where the super glue just doesn't take, and you're holding it for ages, then you just spray activator in there. I've been leaving a little while to go to the vet office. No worries, I'll be finishing in a few as well. Number one super glue I use in the hobby is when my knife slips. Ouch. Yes, yeah, a little pinch together, and then I've got my scars from knives. Slicing your well, pretty much slicing my thumb off. Sliced my thumb, slipped with a Stanley knife when I was cutting vinyl flooring for my granny's kitchen floor. Sliced that there, and then I've got another one on my thumb there. Yeah, how are you doing, Captain Mannerings? Right, yes, we should paint. Let's paint. Let's dance. Where are the dark ones? Because we need to do the second part of the patina. The second part of the patina on the dark ones. That's a dark one. I haven't checked the potato pics. Shall we go check potato pics? I came into the stream and when I started the stream I saw new potato pics and I was like, oh, we'll have to start the stream off with potato pics. And then you all distracted me and I forgot. Oh, didn't we have a redeem as well? We had another redeem as well, didn't we? So we've got to do the next few pages of Eisenhorn as well at some point. See, you all distract me. You're all very bad. Tell you what, if we got 50 people watching again. If we keep getting this many people watch, we might be able to do a partner push, you know. We might be able to try another partner push. Actually hit some targets. Yes. We should have a Twitch lady reading Eisenhorn. I wonder what Twitch lady would sound like reading Eisenhorn. Can anybody find any paragraphs from Eisenhorn quickly to make Twitch lady read? Oh.
I am Gregor Eisenhorn. I hunt demons, take names and kick teeth. Don't piss me off, because I'll send Cherubiel to kick your butt.
Nice one, Twitch lady. That's very good. I like that one. She pronounced Cherubiel very well as well, didn't she? Twitch lady's very clever.
Another one, you moron.
I think I have one.
In the truck. Tell you what, we're missing Tomb King Tristan on Tomb King Thursday. What's happened? You've already said Cherubael. I've always said Cherubael. An excellent excerpt from the Eisenhorn Apocryphals. Right, let's check potato picks. Let's check potato picks. Let's check potato picks. Right, where's Discord? Discord is there. An excellent excerpt. Fine, a bit manic at work. No worries. Right, where are we? Oh, I'm on the Pantheon one. Yeah, Rogue's being grumpy. Don't know why. Right. Oh. Look at these! Look at these! There's Canale sleeping. So Canale is off to the vets with purples in a little bit, and then we have Tato. Is that Tato's toy? Leo was here. It's his toy. Oh, Tato. Oh, it's Leo's toy. Tato stole the tail and the toy. Poor Leo. Poe and Tato. Tato looks angry. Tato looks proper cross. It's like, how dare you take a photograph of me? Tato sleeps next to Floofy Goof. Dad, can I lie here, please? Thanks, Dad. Dad, can I lie? Dad? Thanks, Dad. And there's Tato waiting for me to stream. Leo was like, help me, please. There's Tato waiting for me to stream. And then we've got Tato and Poe waiting for me to stream. And then Purpley Spark removed them, and then I started streaming. Oh, oh, oh! Tato and Leo are so cute together, bless them. I love that he's found his way onto your desk now. Love that he's found his way onto your desk. It's like, I'm just going to lie here now. They left by themselves, you were too slow. Oh my god. Their fur colour changes so much between photographs. Is that Chips? Look how dark they look there. Look at that. Potatoes. Right, now also quickly, we've got to go, well, not quickly. Look at this. I like how Teeny Tiny has photographed it all dark and moody, like mine. It's like this is Sith Ahsoka before she turns to a Sith. Just before, she's all dark and moody. That's really cool. What a paint job. What a paint job. That's really good. This is Tomb King Tristan's AOS army, which I have no idea what it is. Think it's Ossiarch Bone Reapers, maybe? Think it's Ossiarch Bone Reapers? Because I think the snake thing is one of the heroes on the horse. I shall get her to watch this back. What, Teeny Tinies? I mean, look at it. Look at that. Like, we were talking yesterday about how tiny her face is. And Teeny Tiny's just gone, yeah, and? It's really good. It's probably a better skin colour than mine as well. It's really good. I love the contrast on it. And then purpley is absolutely killing it with this. Now this is where I think you have to be careful with all this. I do think you have to be careful with all this, because if you just painted all that metallic, it would just be like bling. Certainly knows how to knit bones. It's really good. I need one of these for my vampire counts, my Soul Black Gravelords. Purple is doing serious work. Tell you what, if we go down to the Overlords, if we go down to Overlords down here, we've got Tomb King Tristan, who's phenomenally killing it with his Tomb King. We've got Purpley, who's smashing it with this as well, and we've got Whiskey. Where's Whiskey? Where's Whiskey? Whiskey is absolutely killing it with Moz as well. So we've got three absolutely stellar entries so far in here, and then of course we have Toby, who's just slacking. Where's Toby? Where's Toby? There's Toby. Slacker Toby. I mean, that is some serious model kit paintwork. Yeah. There's some really cool stuff going on. Some really cool stuff going on. I'm dead proud of you all. Dead proud of you all. And this is just, yeah. Purples is killing it. So yeah, what I would do, I would paint purples. I don't know whether you're there. Hopefully you are. I would paint these two bits here, just all of this top bit of the suspension. I'd paint all that dark grey, and then just see what it looks like. If it doesn't look dark enough, paint it black, and then you can do the tippy tappy lead belcher. It's not like an edge highlight. It's just almost like a chipping, almost like you're chipping the metallics. I can show you if you want, but I'm pretty sure you know what you mean. Sponge. I was getting yeah, like if you foam throw it, that kind of sponge. If you foam throw it, that would be quite good, but not really aggressive. Let me see if I can show you really quickly. So, for instance, I haven't got anything large enough really. Like you can kind of do it on this. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. So just kind of like tippy tappy. So that edge there, just kind of like tippy tappy down it. So just tippy tap surfaces like that. Same on here, look. So it's not like you're edge highlighting the whole thing, because if you edge highlight the whole thing like that, it's still going to be too much. And it's kind of going to overpower everything. But if you kind of just tippy tappy around edges and stuff, then you'll get a nice kind of chipped, battered, and it should match the rest then. For the edges, that's what I had in mind. Yeah, and then like you can even where this is flat. So where this bit here is flat here, you can kind of tippy tappy on that surface as well, and like on the top here. So where there's up at the top here where there's not that much of an edge there, but there's a large portion of metal. So you could just kind of tippy tap, just little bits on there. Hopefully that makes sense. So like the panel, you can kind of tippy tap the edges, and then just tippy tap on the inside. Tippy tap. That's kind of what I mean anyway. And then you'll keep the worn feel. And then what you can do as well, once you've kind of tippy tapped it all around, you can mix up some pigment wash and then just run it in the recesses as well. And then the running it in the recesses will give you even more contrast as well, because you'll get the detail back in. Anyway, there you go. That's just my thoughts. That's my thoughts. So it's still being metal, but you're almost painting it almost like non-metallic. You know when we did Trevor. So when we did Trevor, and this brown here looks like rusted, worn out metal, but there's no metallics on it at all. Metallic pigments. I wouldn't do metallic pigments, because you want this kind of matte finish. And the tippy tappy is mainly just to kind of just push and bling some areas up. Anyway. Whew, right. So these, what do we need to do? We now need a red. We now need red so we can do all the cloth and stuff. So it's time for the red. Not that I can ever find the red. Where's it gone? Where's Barrett Nar Burgundy gone? What's there? I swear I just picked that up. Right, we're going to try. See ya! Have a good one. Say hey to Teeny Tiny from us all. There we go. Maybe if I paint that a little bit better, I'll be able to spot it a bit easier in the thing. You can sketch on metallic highlights, strips and things with a regular. Oh yeah, that's true. That is very true, Sinister. Yeah, you could try the pencil. You could try the pencil trick as well. That would be really cool, Purples. Because the pencil trick as well, you can rub with your finger. So if you go like a little hard with it, you can rub it with your finger and kind of soften it all down. That's a really good point. That would look really cool. Somebody built Tomb Kings and they didn't include these bits. I can't remember who it was. They just stuck them on the back. I thought it was a bit of a shame. Air is already wet. And yes, it's like surface rust. Surface rust is just iron and oxygen, hence iron oxide. But the water is then where you get the streaks. So the water will pull the iron oxide down, and that's where you get the streaks from. Thank you very much for the follow. Don't go too dark purples, so I would suggest at least lead belcher kind of brightness, because if you do it too dark you won't see them, even though it's got the metallic gloss flecks in it. But yeah, paint it dark grey first. Just like moss streaks on walls, mud dust streaks on walls, etc. Exactly. Exactamundo. Okay. Dark grey, then lead belcher and small patches inside the grey. No, on the edges. Tippy tappy, tippy tappy. Tippy tap the edges. So you're using the metallic paint as a highlight. Oh my god, look who it is. It's the bestest. It's the sexiest scientist in the world. It's only Sexy Science Hannah. Nice bones. Do you like my bones? Sexy Science Hannah likes my bones. It's official, everybody. How are you, Han?
HNN breaking news. Sexy Science Hannah take a break from Sexy Science to come say hi to us.
She has. And it's official. She likes my bones. Mitt, I'm still here. Damn right you're still here. You're still here and being amazing. Need some Sexy Science hype. Sexy Science hype, please, for the Sexy Scientist. Send lots of hype, Sexy Science Hannah's way, please. Happy Thursday, Hannah. We're watching Gladiator 2 tonight in Discord.
HNN breaking news. Hannah is still here, all sexy and sciency.
She is all here, all sexy and high and sciency. Yeah, Gladiator 2 for movie night tonight if you want to come and watch. Although I think you're still working by the time we... HNN breaking news. Probably still be working. Well, we're doing Skelly Bobs. I'm trying to pick out all the details now. Obviously, we have the bone to slightly finish highlighting, but we're trying to. Thought we'd give the Ushabti a rest today, but we do need to get back to them ASAP. And we did a snake. We painted a cobra look. Well, not a cobra, a snake. Poisonous snake. Venomous snake. Venomous snake. We're going to put the venom. We're going to put the venom in the little bowl. Are you still watching Silo, Hannah? Not caught up. I haven't watched last week's yet. So I will have to watch last week's and this week's tomorrow. HNN breaking news. Sexy Science Hannah is here, and we're all happy about it. Oh, you finished The Agency? I haven't finished The Agency actually yet. I need to watch... I think I'm 2 episodes behind on The Agency. I need to catch up on that. Yeah, I really like that. I like Fassbender anyway. I'll watch anything that Fassbender does. I think he's very good. Even the weird David Fincher assassin one. I thought he elevated that film. So Agency is worth finishing off then. It's good to know. Where did all this fluff come from when I was painting these? Seriously, they've all got hairs on them. All got hairs in the paint jobs. Very weird. Who knows when the second season is going to be? Is it one of those? Was it a good ending as well? Was it like, oh, for fuck's sake? Chris has a lovely head of hair. Oh, was I in front of the camera? Sorry. Up to no good? With the 35-month resub? Thank you very much, dude. How are you doing? Sexy Science Hannah, we've got a raffle starting on Monday. And Up to No Good, we've got a raffle starting on Monday. I'm doing good. How about you? I'm good, thank you. And the prize is definitely not the new Eldar. I don't know how it...
blue rhymes with poo, scrape it off my butt and wipe it on you.
Yeah, I don't know how it could be the new Eldar, because the new Eldar aren't out yet. Karandras. Ooh, nice. When will we get a new Karandras? You gonna grab a ticket, Cookie, for the raffle next week? So is there a new War Walker? No, they just repackaged them. They just repackaged them and then just went, oh, here you go. Maybe, but I doubt it. Maybe they retooled them. But honestly, they don't need redoing. They're phenomenal. Retooling would be cool. I don't think they'd do that. Is there a new Primarch? Fulgrim. Fulgrim's been announced, Sophie Soph. They were already good kits for the most part. War Walkers are one of my favourites. Are they? Nice. I don't know whether to put War Walkers in my Eldar army or not. That's all that one done. Let's do this one. I rushed when I built these, so clearly missed some of the mould lines, which we'll have to sort out whenever we come across them. But I rushed building them because I was doing them for a video and I wanted to get the video out. It's one of the problems of doing videos. Unseen problems for videos. You rush stuff and then you get done at a substandard. With a good field of fire and all that firepower, yes. They are making the Eldar rules incredibly complicated, though. I'm not a big fan. Sexy Science Hannah, breaking news. War Walkers coming on from the table edge with a good field of fire and all that firepower. H&N breaking news. Sexy Science Hannah likes War Walkers. But War Walkers are so derpy. I'd be careful what you say around Sexy Science Hannah, Purpley Spark. It's Hannah's favourite Eldar thing, purples. Can't call Sexy Science Hannah's favourite Eldar thing derpy. Or can you? Boom boom boom. I am careful, but War Warblers are still derpy. Did you hear that, Hannah? Purples thinks your favourite models are derpy. Unbelievable. As soon as you make her a mod, she just gets all this power and goes mental. Crazy with power. Derpy with a star cannon to your face. To your face, Purples. War Walkers have always had a very important role, subbing in for Wraith Lords when they're out of stock. You've got 3 Wraith Lords in your closet. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I like Wraith Lords. I like Wraith Lords. I like Wraith Lords a lot. There's a way to run Wraith Lords in a Wraith list in the new Codex, which looks really fun. Oh, the big ones. You've got Wraith Knights. I have decided that to add to my Titan collection, I need to get a Wraith Titan, an Eldar Titan, probably just the little one, because the big one is a bit, the big one's a bit too big and lacks any kind of detail. It's just a scaled up Wraith Lord. But the little ones are quite cool. But I do want to give one of them a sword. So I'll have to try and 3D print a sword for one of them. I can't think what they're called. Are they Phoenix Titans? The guy on the jet bike is derpy as fuck. 3 Wraith Knights in the closet. I've got to figure out how get rich people like Hannah and Purple. Well, Hannah's rich because she's a sexy scientist. And she's one of the best in the world at it. Purples, I don't know. Purples is probably rich because she sells potato pigs. On onlypause.com. Onlypo.com. What about Tato? I said only pause. Hannah barely has a job right now. Oh no! A couple of years ago, I bought a ton of Eldar stuff off of eBay for a steal. Oh, nice. Are the Wraith Knights built, Hannah? Are they built? Can I buy one off you? Still in the box, even better. Can I buy one off you? I plan to convert a rider from the Eldar jet bike and the Eels fish thingy from Deepkin. Should look interesting, sort of DC's Atlantis miniature. Wait, what? Atlantis miniature. Sexy science, Hannah. Right, we've got. Oh, this is the last one. Oh, no, it's not. I thought this was the last one. It's not. Oh. I've got loads more over there sat on the bloody phone. Oh, I'm going to need to take a rest in a bit. Starting to get a bit of a headache. From the movie Aquaman, an Eldar jet bike and the Eels fishy thing from Deepkin should look interesting, sort of DC's Atlantis. DC's Atlantis. Still in the box, no, but I'll send you one. Oh, well, that's incredibly kind. I got them right before 10th, so people were selling them on eBay for cheap. Eldar are actually my favourite faction. I love Eldar. I love the Eldar, Hannah. Yeah. Back when 3 race nights were really cool. Need to convert. So the idea is to convert a Dark Eldar Wraith Knight or Dark Eldari Wraith Knight to go with my Dark Eldari / Ynnari / Eldar / Drukhari stuff. That's the idea. Scene from the tower season when the Phantom Titan shows them in ducks. Oh, this one.
Of your home. Your ancestors are saved. The humans shall pour more blood onto the ashes.
That one.
Of your home. Your ancestors are saved. The humans shall pour more blood onto the ashes.
I saw that the other day, Hannah, and I was like, "Fucking hell! I need a Titan. I need a Titan. I don't want that Titan because that Titan, it's too big. So all the panels are just flat and dull, and there's no detail on them. So I want to get the smaller Titan, but convert it so that it looks like that. I want to give it an underslung sword. So that's my plan." Right, so that's all of those. And then I want to do something really cool with a Wraith Knight. Hence the question. Flying Eldar Titan is super cool. Yeah, that's the one. Where is it? 40k, Xenos, Eldari. It'll be right down at the bottom. Oh! Yeah, so the Phantom Titan's too big. I don't like that one. But I want to put the Power Glaive. Go Rob Studio, he has one. Who's Rob Studio? Oh, that's... Oh, Studio. Go and Rob Studio. He has one, yes. These. I want one of these. Revenants. But I don't know which one. Which one's the coolest out of these two? Sonic Lancers. It's Pulsars, isn't it? It is the Pulsars one. But he's going to have one Pulsar and then one sword. Apart from the derpy pose, yeah, the pose is crap. So yeah, I'll get one of these, and I want to print another one of the back fins, so it has two back fins. Get the pose right, stick a sword arm on it. Yeah, that's the plan. But this, did I notice what? Wish it had double hollow field fins. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to print another set of fins on the back. So it has two. Basically, I'm just going to make that look like a Phantom Titan. Check the feet. They have, yeah, they do have, yeah, they do, yes. They have hooves. They are not cow feet, they have hooves. You are not dragging cow elves into the awesome Eldari. That's not happening, Purples. I know what you're trying to do. They just have hooves. They have cool feet. Yeah, I need to sort out an arm here, so it has a sword. And then the Pulsar. Yeah. So yeah, I'll grab one of these at some point. That's not too bad for what it is. I don't know how big it is actually. How tall is it? 12 inches. So it's a foot tall. I mean that's about right. It's about the size of a knight, isn't it? Hey Murdoch, how you doing? Do Drukhari have rules for Titans? No, they don't. But you just use the Eldar. You just use the Eldar rules. If you want to stick a Drukhari version in, just use the Eldar rules and just tweak a couple of the keywords around. But like all my Eldari are Dark Eldari, so it's not like when I run Eldar, I'm running Drukhari. I'm just running Eldar that look like Drukhari, sort of. I love how in the lore the Wraith Knights are all piloted by Eldar twins, one alive and one dead. It's so cool, isn't it? It's so cool. It's so cool. Spirit Stone next to him. Oh. Yeah, it's brilliant. Eldar have got some of the best lore. They really do. Necrons have probably my favourite lore. Eldar have my second favourite lore, which is hilarious actually, because Eldar and Necrons are the antithesis of each other. You need a Wraith Knight, yeah. Well, if Hannah is very kindly sending me one, then we'll probably convert it on stream and turn it Dark Eldari. I need to get some. What are they called? Oh God, Wraith Guard. I need to get some Wraith Blades to convert into the Shadow Constructs, Vex Shadow Constructs, so that I can use them for Grotesques in my Drukhari. That is a Drukhari conversion plan. I hope someone Wraith Bones you soon. I need Wraith Bone. I need Wraith Bone. 90% of it's out of stock. And 90% of it is probably just being repackaged, so they haven't sent the new stock over yet. It is very sneaky how they've made out that the Falcons, Wave Serpents and Wall Walkers are being released this weekend. That's rather sneaky, so that kind of new players into the game are going, oh, new Eldar. It's probably on backstock until they get it. Yeah. Either that or they've been repackaged and the stock hasn't got out yet. I wonder how the stock gets from America to England, from England to America for that. Do you think it's on a ship or do you think it's on a plane? Got to be on a ship, right? Big boats, ships for sure. Ships for sure, pun intended. Yeah, big cargo container, wasn't it? Wonder how often that gets shipped. Pun intended. Yeah, I don't know why they haven't done that yet, Hannah. I mean, they got the technology. They make miniature web gates. Why don't they just make a big full-size web gate? Hey, teeny tiny, how are you? How was Docs? Tiny. It's the Tina Show, starring me, Tiny Tina. I'm going to go and cook in a second though, teeny tiny. However, we do have movie night tonight, so everybody can come and hang out and watch Gladiator 2 in Discord. If you're a subscriber, just make sure that your Discord and Twitch are linked. And then come over to the Movie Nights channel room. You can hang out with us all and watch Gladiator 2. Last week was Gladiator. This week's Gladiator 2. Grabbed it from Amazon Prime. Well, grabbed it from Amazon, not Amazon Prime. I wouldn't have to grab it from Amazon Prime if it was on Amazon Prime, but it's not. It's on Amazon. I remembered again how much I hate driving country roads in the dark. Oh, imagine going to a shop emailing you to say your order got lost in the warp and Corsairs took them. That would be really funny, wouldn't it? I'm sorry, Corsairs stole your order. My order arrived the other day, Hannah, so I now have Raven Guard transfers to sort out. Fat Maximus. See you, Soph. Sophie Soph. Lovely to see you, Soph. Miss you. Hope you have an awesome evening. Sophie Sophster. There we go. Right, one more. We'll do one more. Who's live? Who is looking like who's looking like might be a good target for a raid? Who should we pass you all over to? Did you see my final picks? I'm glad you're done. We did, yeah. We raved about them on stream. We were like, oh my god. Yes, indeed. We definitely saw them. Thank you for taking the pics, Teeny Tiny. Wow, is that it? 2 people? Brush, Zambies and Matt. What do we reckon? Zambies or Matt? What's Matt painting? We haven't raided Matt for a while. Awesome. There we go. Right, I've got 4 left. Oh, 3 left. One of them was a spear. So I've got 3 left to do. I'll do those after some food. Right. Who shall we raid, ladies and gentlemen? Who shall we raid? All of them simultaneously. I mean, I don't know. Let's raid Matt. We haven't raided Matt for a while. Is it double T? Yeah. Don't know what he's painting though. Doesn't look like he's painting. I think he's just looking at Discord stuff at the moment. Right, anyway, thank you very much everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. I'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, be awesome. And I will see you all for movie night, yeah? And if you are here, make sure you're here on Monday as well. Because we're going to launch that next raffle. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I really want it to go off with a bang. So let's see if we can get that raffle going off really well. We'll probably set 2 days a week aside to paint that model. And then I really want to get. I'm getting so excited by the Tomb Kings, so we definitely want to kind of put some days aside for the Tomb Kings as well. So I will see you all later, everybody. Take care. Bye.